Hello, hello, hello! Welcome. How you guys doing? It's the end of August and it's time for the tier list that I've been making for every month since the game came out. A lot of things has changed since July because the Nility is out, Kafka and the gang, Sampu, Serval, all the characters that help Kafka. So the tier list is gonna be different than before, and my opinions on a lot of characters did change. Some of them still the same. So yeah, just reminder, this is just my opinion. So yeah, and again, there is not a single character in the game that I believe are bad. I think every character in the game has their use. It's just where you think you're gonna use them the most. That's probably how I see the characters. And if you leave a like and subscribe, that would be really appreciated because I'm very close to 500 and I need to get to 1000 to start, just having interest into making videos on YouTube for Star which I've been making a video every day. So if you guys like to see Star content every day, leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. So yeah, let's start with Asta. My opinion on Asta didn't really change much. I still think she's really good support if you don't have the other supports, so that's why she kind of fell off for me, because there is Ting Young, there is Bronya, there's also, what's her name, Yukong, there is many supports in the game that you can go for. She would be the last choice for me, if I didn't have any of them. Next is Herta, and that one also didn't change for me, so she's gonna stay trash. And I'm not saying trash as a character is trash, no, it's just, I don't like using the character. But she is really good if you want to place her in the right team. So, yeah. Next is Zile, and she's still in Triple S. And she's still attacking as we speak right now. She's still taking her turn. She's unstoppable. Next one is Bronya. Bronya's, my opinion, is the best support. She's just really, she works with everyone. That's how why good she is. She works with Blade, Seele, Kafka. She works with any DPS you think of. Just put her there, she got you. Next, Serval, and Serval for the previous tier list I didn't put her high, but I'm gonna put her in A right now because I think that she's really good right now with Kafka. If you want to build a free-to-play team around Kafka, she's the one that you go for. Yeah, I think she's really good. I'm gonna go into the character that I'm gonna take down from the previous tier list and why I'm disappointed in. But yeah, next one is Japard. Japard is really good, really good tank. Gonna have also Fu Chong, and by the end of the month, I don't know, is she gonna be as good as Japard? But I mean, I'm not we already know the kit, but I'm just saying that. Like, Japard is really good. Like, I don't see how can you top that. So we're gonna wait and see how she top Japard. I don't know if you have Japard, would you have to summon for Fushang? It's just something in my mind thinking of. Next is Natasha, and right now we're having links dropping too with Fushang, so we can have another healer 4-star. And Natasha is kind of falling off for me. But she's the only healer if you didn't pull for Bailu. I mean, you can't pull for Bailu, but if you didn't pull for Lacha and you didn't have Bailu from the standard, I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't like her healing that much. Even though I have her E6 and everything, I still see her very lacking. I'm gonna put her in A just because she's the only option that we have, right? Next is Pila, and my god, I love this unit so much. I'm gonna put her in S. If you don't have Silver Wolf, you go for Pila. If you have Silver Wolf, you go with Silver Wolf. Next is Clara, and Clara is really good as like a counter unit, and she works well with Lacha. Like, it's a very good combination with how you can play with character like Clara and like even more 7th, so she's really good and she can really solo many bosses too. So I'm gonna put her in A as well. I don't have her, but I did see how good she is, so yeah. Sampu, another one who jumped from the previous tier list, he was in B. I'm gonna put him between A and S. I'm gonna put him high A. Just because he's just the engine for Kafka. So you have Kafka, you go with Sampu. You have Sampu, I mean, you go for Kafka. So it's just the nility thing. And for me, it's just not appealing because I don't like running Sampu. I don't like his face. But I gotta admit, he's really good with Kafka. So even without Kafka, I can still see him really good too. So yeah. Physical Trailblazer, trash. Hook. Hook can be really good as a single target damage dealer for fire, which we don't have fire DPSs yet. I don't count Himiko because Himiko's Erudition. Erudition probably is the worst typing or element that we have. I'm gonna put Hook also in B, even though she has really good damage output, but it's just not for me right now because fire is not there yet. Next is Locha, and of course he goes to S+. I don't even need to explain Locha. He makes everyone on the team a healer. It's like, and he has an auto heal. Man, it's crazy. Next is Jing Yang, and this one is I'm a bit disappointed with because Jing Yang is one of my favorite characters in terms of like story and everything. So I really like him, but I feel like he just doesn't have the, I don't know what it is. Like he needs a lot to make him work. You need to have Ting Young. It's like, I don't know. I'm disappointed in Jing Yang. It's him and Serval. Of course, he's better than Serval. If you like, if Serval have no dupes, she can probably be B. But if you have dupes with Serval, she's good. But he's probably the most disappointing summonable character so far in terms of his kit. Also, the light cone kind of hurt him a lot because the only option for him is the free-to-play light cone. If you didn't pull for his if you didn't pull for his limited light cone, I hope that in the Herta update for the Herta shop, you can get a good Erudition light cone. That will actually make him that can make him on the Zealy list, because having Jing on your team is just like having a fifth character on your team too. So you have to put that in mind. So he really needs a good light cone to support him if you don't have Tingyang on the team. So yeah. Next is Yangxing. He's really good DPS. I like his damage output. I'm gonna put him in A. He's a really good hunt character if you didn't pull for Zealey. Next is Bailu, and that's just your healer. I'm gonna put her in S. She has the revive thing. I actually seen people saying that Bailu is better than Locha if you have Blade. I don't know, because I think that the death also stacks with Blade losing HP, so that could be really good too. I haven't tested myself because I don't have Bailu, but of course she's your summonable or like limited, not limited, like 5-star healer in the game, so she's really good. I like her. I like the revive thing. It's something Locha doesn't have, and I don't know who's healer. The next healer we're gonna have who's gonna have revive, so she's the option that you go for if you really need the revive. Next is Tingyang, and Tingyang is just, I would say Tingyang and how can I rank support characters? That's gonna suck. So I would put Bronya on top. I'm gonna put Tingyang in S. I'll put Yukong after Tingyang. Just the thing with Yukong, if you running her, you need because with Yukong you need to manage gear a lot. You need to make Yukong go first, and then 2 DPSs go after her. So it's kind of iffy running you. Like you need to manage. She needs a lot to make it work. Yeah, I'm gonna put Yukong. Sorry, Tingyang. I'll put her in S for now. Next is QQ, and you guys are right. I should have listened. Previously I put her in B because she's just too much RNG, but she's really good since I have her E6 and I can see what she can do. But I can't put her really in S. I'm just gonna put her in A. She's really good. Like if you really get the right RNG, she's just amazing. Of course, if you have her E6, your chances are better. I mean, not chances, but she's gonna be better at E6. But again, I can't really say, like, if I'm gonna rank her at E6, maybe she's S, but since if you don't have her E6 or something, I put her in A. Next is Susheng, my favorite 4-star in the game. I'll put her also in A, very good damage output, same as Yang Sheng. For me, maybe better, but it is what it is. They're really good too, as Hunt single target DPS. So yeah. Next is the Fire Trailblazer, and Fire Trailblazer has been always great. It's like I'm not saying anything bad about the Fire Trailblazer or Japard or any preservation character. I'm not talking about Fushang. I'm just talking about the current status of the game. I think the game right now doesn't need preservation much. Maybe I'm talking about why Blade exists. Blade doesn't need preservation characters with him. So for me, running the I haven't ran Trailblazer I think at all this entire month. That like actually, I haven't put the Trailblazer on my team at all. So I don't see the preservation right now. So I'll put the Trailblazer high A, of course, amazing. But it's just I don't feel like I need the preservation. I don't feel like I need shield at all at this point. You know, it's just the meta right now. It's just I think I don't even want to call it a meta because you can still move on with using shields and everything like how you used to play the game. It's just my journey and what I'm like experiencing. That's how I think I'm making this list of my experience playing the game. So I haven't really played with any preservation characters this entire month, so I guess that's why she kind of fell off for me. But yeah, Yukong still really amazing. As I said, the only issue is just you need to manage a lot with your gear. March 7th, really good too. I can't really put her in B, but there can be a lot of characters in A, man. But again, preservation, I'm not using it. And March 7th as E6 is really good too because she can heal, but that's another topic. You know what? I'm gonna put March 7th high B. I'm sorry, March 7th. I'm sorry. Next is Den Hong, and he also gonna go into B because his value is like right now is not the greatest because Blade exists. So I don't really need any other wind character on my roster. So he's really good single target. I think he's probably the highest second DPS in the game as a single target damage deal. So he's not bad by any means. It's just I don't see why I would run him as a 4-star character. You know, if I have the 5-star, why would I go for the 4-star? You know, that's just me. Himiko is actually jumped up for me because Kafka. You know, Himiko applies fire. I don't know what it's called, fire DOT. She has DOT in her kit, so it works with Kafka. So I'm gonna put her in A. Actually, Himiko's damage right now is really good with Kafka, so why not? Next is Blade. Sorry, Blade. Why I say Blade? Next is Welt. Welt actually also jumped up just because of Kafka. I think last tier list I put Welt in S. I'm gonna put him in probably S plus at this point. He's just that good. Yeah. There's the only drawback with Welt and Kafka because you need the enemy to attack for Kafka to proc her thing, right? Blade, Welt. Why do I want to say Blade? Welt makes the enemy doesn't attack you, so it's good and bad at the same time, but it's still amazing. The fact that the enemy wouldn't attack you the whole run, it's like I don't need to run a healer or a preservation at this point because I'm just gonna shred my way through winning. So yeah, next one is Kafka, and for all the Kafka haters, I don't know what to tell you, man. You have the video that I made, Kafka with talent level 1. She did 400k, so I'm gonna put Kafka in triple S just because she's really good. I wouldn't say she's must summon. I'll just point that out. I wouldn't say Kafka is a must summonable character. I would say for now the most summonable in my eyes is Zile and Locha. So far, actually, like not Blade, not Kafka. Maybe Silver Wolf could be like third option to go for, but so far I think the game only gave us like 3 characters to go for, and the rest you can skip if you want to skip. So that's really good too. Next is Silver Wolf, and yeah, just goes into S plus as well. I can say this: the two Bronya faces goes into S plus. Next is Ardlin. Trash. I don't even need to mention why. Next is Blade. My boy Blade is amazing. I have him E1 and he's just dishing out everything. It's just too easy to play with. It's like playing with what's her name? Hu Tao from Genshin, and it's Blade. So it's very good character. I don't know. I don't feel right putting Kafka in Triple S and putting these characters in S plus. Is it right to put Kafka in Triple S? Because Blade, I mean, Blade by himself can do much more than Kafka can do by herself. But again, it's not a contest of who can solo things, right? I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna put it as that. You guys can disagree, it's just my opinion. Next is Luca. My experience with him is not great so far because I haven't ran him yet. I've just seen how people play with Luca. He's really good DPS for naility and physical, but again, I don't know. Physical hasn't been my greatest element to go for. I only use Sushang and sometimes Natasha as a DPS for the physical, but generally I don't know what the physical I would need it for, because I haven't really mained like a physical team. But there is a lot of weakness physical that exists, so he could be needed when I want to use him. But I'm gonna put him in A just because he's in the Nility team. All the Nility team are in A. Only issue is that they're not the 5-stars that are like I want to run with like a full 5-star team, not this like free-to-play kind of a team. Even though like Luca is not free-to-play, but I don't even think even Sambu is free-to-play. Yeah, so it's only Serval. So I don't even call it a free-to-play team. That's crazy. So yeah, that's my opinion on August tier list. I'm still not actually, I don't feel right putting Kafka on Triple S. Man, I don't know. I will let you guys decide in chat. You guys tell me if Kafka Triple S or S plus. If you guys want to move someone in Triple S, you tell me. So yeah, I would appreciate you again if you guys leave a like and subscribe. That would really help the channel. So yeah, thank you again for watching. If you want to join the Discord, check the daily content for Star Rail. That's it for today's video. Stay safe and